Hi there, Amy Quimby again with HomeSmart Dallas. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to go over a buyer's estimated timeline. So this is from contract to close, what the buyer is responsible for and what takes place, the major happenings from contract to close. So I'm going to move my eyes over here. I put today's date, so May the 19th, 2022. Let's just say you go under contract today with the seller. Okay, everybody signs on the dotted line. Woohoo, you're under contract. Tomorrow begins your option period. If you've elected to have an option period, which if you're my buyer, you have an option period. Because that's the period of time that you have, that you pay for, to back out for any reason or for no reason at all. It is the best time to complete your property inspections, which on here it shows the day after you go under contract. Sometimes the day you go under contract is the best time to hire an inspector. Your buyer's agent should have a list of inspectors that they use that is tried and true. But you may also have one. It's fine. You may want to call and schedule the inspection. I've always done it for my buyers because it just makes it easy on them. I mean, they're at work and, well, I am too, but that's my job, right? Then the inspector is going to go out, inspect the home. You're going to meet with the inspector about 30 minutes before he's finished, okay? And usually your agent will want to be there as well. I always go. I've only missed like 3 out of 100. And it was unavoidable circumstances. I couldn't be there. So you attend the walkthrough. The inspector is going to go through a lot of major things that they find. Of course, you're going to get a written report that evening or maybe the next morning with more details and probably more problems. Now is the best time to get your homeowner's insurance in line. Here's what happened to me once. The sweetest couple, they were under contract on a home, and we found out, because it was not on the MLS anywhere, that it was flood zone. It wasn't just a flood. It was a floodway. It was a floodplain, floodway. It was everything. 500 year, a 100 year, and that increased their insurance tremendously. So we all wish we had known that it was in the floodplain beforehand. The MLS has changed a lot since then, and now they have a map that clearly shows if there's even a remote possibility. So your agent shouldn't have a problem with that. But again, secure that homeowner's insurance while you're in option period. You're going to negotiate repairs, most likely. Some buyers choose to just fix it themselves. A lot of people feel like, well, if they don't fix it themselves, it's not going to be done right. And you're probably right. They're probably right. Unless you keep a real close eye on what the seller is doing. Option period ends. Typically, I select a 3 to 4 day option period, but the older homes, I'll do a longer option period because they usually have more problems. After option period ends, the lender is going to order the appraisal. We'll get into appraisals later, but it is something that you will have to pay for out of pocket at that time. Appraisals used to be about $500. I'm seeing them go as high as $1,000 right now. Kind of ridiculous. But they're saying it's for a rush fee. I'm not seeing them hurry. You're going to start packing your bags. It's about time to move. You're almost halfway there. Title's going to look at the survey. The seller typically provides a survey for the property. It shows the perimeters of the house and the start and stop points of the yard. Anyway, they're going to approve or order that. If they order it, it may be at the seller's expense, but in this market, it's probably going to be the buyer's expense. So that is about a $500 expense that you would pay. But again, the seller may provide it and then it's free to you. And that free is always good. Once that survey is ordered or approved, about that time, the HOA resale certificate is going to come back. The HOA resale certificate, you may not be in a homeowners association. If you're not, well, kind of praise Jesus. That's one bullet dodged. But I kind of wish I lived in a homeowners association right now. My neighbor just can't seem to clean his yard. Utility connections. You can schedule the utility connections yourself, but your agent has access to a couple of different providers. One is called Utility Concierge. It's actually free. It's free to the realtor. It's free to you. And what they're going to do is shop around for utility providers and get you the lowest prices available on the market and put a package deal together for you. So that's Utility Concierge. Appraisal and survey comes back. All is hopefully well. And then you're going to review a closing disclosure with your lender. What is a closing disclosure? Well, this is exciting because your closing disclosure is a comparison between the good faith estimate that you better have received within 3 days or 5 days, I can't remember, of them talking with you and you getting your qualification through them. So it's going to compare your rates and terms, your estimated rates and terms, with what's actually going to be your rates and terms. So pay very close attention to that. Read through it very carefully. Get your questions answered. That would be the lender that you're questioning, not really the realtor. And then you'll also get a settlement statement. It's a closing disclosure / settlement statement from the title company, and that's going to really break down all of what comes out of your pocket, what's put into your pocket at closing. Well, if anything's put into your pocket at closing. Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this this video. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Talk to you soon.